brother, Halloween music there.
Oh,
Huh?
damn.
I heard that.
I know, I almost let it slip.
Oh,
It's
brother.
October. I know we
It is.
haven't been here in a couple weeks.
No. We were here last week, weren't we?
No.
We weren't?
You had the tooth issue.
Oh, God. And you know what? I'm still having it now and then.
Really? But
Matter of fact, I was afraid to drink a Monster today,
Oh.
which I screwed up and opened my Monster
well,
already.
I'll wait until we talk about a passing that, a celebration of life.
Brother, I know what it is, too.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'll wait for that. But yeah, we're back. It's October.
Yep.
Trying to get pumped up. I've had a crap day. I
Yeah.
know you have too.
Yeah, we lost
Lost
our
your sugar bear.
We lost our
man.
final little sugar bear.
Damn it.
Kind of gave up the ghost last night, so it wasn't a big, long, drawn out thing. So that's kind of good.
Yeah.
But so I'm strictly cats now,
There it
except
is.
for the
There you
one
go.
dog.
Oh, that's
But
strictly
once he's-
cats except for the dog.
Once he's
I have.
gone, that's it. No more dogs.
Jesus.
But yeah, went out in the backyard and buried him next to his brother.
Oh.
So
Well.
what are you
hey,
gonna do, brother?
You know what? You know what? Forget I'm gonna crack it open for the sugar bear.
Oh, brother,
Come
that's
on now.
beautiful.
Sugar bear.
That's beautiful.
There you go.
We got a
sugar
pet
bear.
cemetery in the backyard now, so that's
Mhm.
kind of, I'm gonna go out there and sing that song.
Interesting enough, with
I'm
the
trying to keep
new
happy,
Pet Cemetery film coming out today.
Oh, is it today?
Pet Cemetery Bloodlines is
That
out
wasn't
today.
That wasn't in our over under, was it?
No, it's straight to there it is right
Streaming.
there.
What?
It's on Paramount
Oh, is
Plus.
that it? There
Pet
it is.
Cemetery Bloodlines. It's
See?
actually a prequel.
How the curse began.
Yeah, it's a prequel to Pet Cemetery.
Hmm.
So I'm interested to see that. I really liked Pet Cemetery.
Hey, what came first? Tell us. The song or the movie or the book?
Oh, the book.
The book came
The
before
book came
the
out
song.
first.
Now, did the song
I think the
come out before
Ramones
the movie?
made that for the movie.
Did they?
I believe they did.
Autumn and I were talking about that.
I don't
We were
know that for sure, though.
trying to get that figured out.
But
Let's
I'm pretty
see.
sure that the Ramones made that for that film.
I'll be darned.
That
I love
original.
that song.
I remember seeing that
It's
film, the original Pet Cemetery, in the theater.
Yeah.
And right when it got to a creepy ass part,
You lost it. You passed out.
no, but I was little. I mean, that was
Yeah.
in the late '80s, right? Wasn't it?
I think.
Or early '90s. I can't remember when that came out. But the film broke
Oh
and
no!
did that that bubble.
Oh
like,
God! And scared the hell
Oh,
out of me.
everybody's like, ah! Everybody screams, and then the film was down for like 20 minutes while
funny.
they went and patched it together. And but I'll never forget that. It's the only time that's ever happened to me in the theater. It won't happen anymore. It's all digital now.
I was going to ask you that because I
Yeah.
don't think I wasn't 100% sure of that. So, what kind of format does it come in? I mean, what does it look like?
Nowadays,
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a file. I don't know what
Do they get it-
format.
do
the
they download it?
file is? Oh yeah.
No
they just
kidding.
Yeah, it's just a big server they have now
No
that downloads
kidding.
all the files. I wish it'd be interesting to know what codec they use and what type of file it is.
So the days of the big film cans are
Yeah,
gone. Huh?
done unless it's IMAX, right? IMAX still uses
okay.
the actual film.
Interesting.
But
Huh?
yeah,
I
other
don't
than
think
that,
I ever thought about
it's
that.
done.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, crazy.
I will be damned.
I'll be damned, sis.
Setting up our big screen so we can, watch something.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we need a little Disneyland, don't you
Yeah,
think?
sure,
You know,
why
we
not?
never watched that.
Why not? Speaking of big, I got another TV mounted and installed today
You
by the old Geek
did?
Squad.
Wow.
So we have the 77-inch one that's like our main one in the zoo there.
Uh-huh.
And then, up above my mantle, like the fireplace up there.
Yeah.
Where we used to have the TV.
Oh, right.
So, I had like a makeshift, I had the 39-inch up there,
Uh-huh.
but we used that for Halloween. Right?
Oh.
And we use it to put it up in those smaller
Gotcha.
windows upstairs as part
Right.
of our projection kind of setup.
Right.
And I realized this year when I had to steal that TV and put it up there, that then I would throw like my old ass Vizio that we used to use for Seahawks tailgate.
Ah, that's cool. I
Like that's
remember
how
that one.
long ago.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a smart TV.
Ah.
And now I'm not on DirecTV, right? So before I would just put that
Oh.
Vizio up there, hook up the DirecTV to it, and then it was fine. It was kind of crappy, but
Yeah.
it's like for these few months. And then I realized I don't have another smart TV to put up there, so I can't do YouTube TV that has all my
Oh.
that's my TV now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, gotta get a new TV.
Yeah, do you find it made that switch, right?
Yeah, made that switch.
How's
yeah.
that feeling?
I love it now.
Is there ever, can you still watch regular shows like?
Oh yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can
It
watch.
still has local channels, and
You can see,
it has
um,
everything and more than what I have with DirecTV, and I'm paying less than half as much.
Really?
Yeah, so no, it's way better, man.
So
Way
you can
better.
see The Masked Singer.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
oh yeah, everything. Like all the local channels.
Can you
get-
record it?
Oh yeah, and the thing is,
Can you set a timer?
it's unlimited DVR.
Ooh, I like that.
So you can't fill it. You can have it record everything that's ever on YouTube TV, and it'll keep it. Thing is, it only keeps it for 8 months, which is sometimes
Yeah.
a thing. Like,
Yeah.
not usually a big deal, but like for me, like when the Rams won the Super Bowl, like I want to keep that on my DVR
Yeah.
all the time.
Right, yeah, I
can't do that
understand
on
that.
YouTube TV. So I find other ways to do that. But yeah, so
Must
no,
be like an ownership thing or something.
exactly.
You know?
So
Huh,
I'm
interesting.
happy with YouTube TV. They're
Yeah.
doing a really good job with Sunday Ticket. Like
Nice. Yeah. How
There's
much
a-
is that?
it total. I think it was because I bought it when it was on like right when they announced it, because then it was on the biggest discount, so I got like 100 and something off of it. So I think it was close to 300.
Oh, that's
It was
okay.
around. I mean, basically around the same
It's about what I figured it would
or
be.
a little less than what I was paying on DirecTV.
Yeah.
DirecTV though would like do it in installments. So like for 6 months out of the year, you're paying way more
Yeah.
than you already are. Where with YouTube TV, it was like, this is it. Okay, we're charging you right now for the whole thing, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So, but they're doing a lot of like multi-view channels that you were like. It has 4 games, and there's a lot of different options.
Oh, neat.
I wish you could just go in and be like, hey, I want this game here, this game here, this. You can't do that. I'm sure that's got to be coming. So right now they just give you a lot of different options that have kind of all the games on
Yeah.
there. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
today Geek Squad came out and installed a 65-inch up on that.
They still have Geek Squad?
Oh yeah, they're great
No
too. It's
kidding.
actually the same dudes that came out to install my main one.
No, wow.
So now we got a 65-inch next to the 77-inch.
Ooh.
Because I was gonna get a 55. Because I'm like, well, I don't need to cover that whole space.
the
there.
price of those is amazing now, isn't
dude.
it?
So I'm
Unbelievable.
looking, and I got another Samsung, and this was the QLED,
Yeah.
and the price for the 55-inch or for the 65-inch was the exact same
Yep.
as the 55-inch.
That's crazy. That's
Exact
awesome.
same because of the Best Buy thing I have.
That's nice.
So I'm like, well, shoot, man, I'm not going to get the 55-inch when the 65-inch is the exact same
Yeah.
price. So now we have a 77 next to the 65, and it's like I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my, like Sundays are going to be great.
Yeah.
When there's football going
That's
on both.
beautiful.
And now with all the great sports, which we'll talk about in the sports segment coming up.
Yeah.
It's it's on now. It's
Well,
on.
you know what? Let's talk about sports now. You ready?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure. Sure.
You do have a tribute thing you want to talk
Oh,
about.
Dick Butkus,
Let's start
man.
there, yeah.
I mean, Dick
Yeah.
Butkus, you were the one that told me this.
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Just before, like, what, a couple hours
Yeah.
before the Thursday night football game where the Bears played.
Yeah.
And, like, he was a Bear.
Did
Like,
they win?
They dominated. And they
Good.
hadn't won a game. They were 0-4.
Did you see it?
I didn't because I was out at a dinner
I'm wondering
last
if
night.
they did any
I watched,
tributes to him.
I know. I wanted to see that. I
wasn't a
watched
whole lot of
but
time.
I tuned in when I got down to where I was having dinner, and I was able to watch like 20
Yeah.
minutes of the game on my phone. But it had already started, so I bet they did the tribute at the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bears were 0-4 and then dominated last night. They won like 40-20.
Oh, that's
but yeah, Dick Butkus. I mean, he was before my time.
Yeah,
Like, he was.
yeah.
He played in the I think he started in the late 50s.
Yeah.
If not, he was all 60s.
I remember him
Like,
playing.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
was, but one of the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
And still around. The dude was awesome. I've
Yeah.
seen so many interviews and specials and documentaries with him, and like, so yeah. I mean, that's an NFL legend.
Yeah.
That we lost yesterday.
Absolutely. I
like,
guess
no
he's in
doubt.
his Malibu home
Yeah, you said
by
he
him-
was 80.
by himself. He's 80 years old. And somebody went in to do a check on him, and they found that he had a heart attack.
Heart
So,
attack.
yeah.
Well, hey, man.
Hey, quick and easy.
Seriously,
right? Let's
dude.
talk about
I mean,
it. That's
the more
beautiful.
we deal with,
Yeah.
like what our parents are going through,
Yeah.
and what have gone through, just give me a heart attack,
Right.
man. I don't want to just let me go quickly.
I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
with you. So speaking of sports, brother.
Yeah, brother.
I got a complaint.
Oh, okay.
Brother, football's going to hell, brother.
Oh no.
It's going to hell.
to hell in a handbasket.
Let's look at the facts. I got
Okay.
the facts right here.
bring it.
Taylor Swift
Oh Jesus.
and Travis, what is it, Kelsey?
Travis Kelce.
Kansas City Chiefs They're showing them through the whole damn football game.
It's ridiculous, dude.
What the hell is going on there?
It's ridiculous, but then you look at what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the NFL's not dumb for doing what they're doing.
All right.
And really hyping it up because, Jesus, have you seen the numbers?
Well, no wonder.
Like, Travis Kelce's jersey, he wasn't even in the top 15,
Yeah.
and now he's like number 2 or something. Like, he got almost 1 million new followers on Instagram. Like,
but that's not football, people, damn it.
The power of Taylor Swift is almost unmatched.
It truly is.
In our, especially with the way the world is now.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I do not. Maybe it's because I'm old.
And I'm not saying she's not talented. I've never said that. Like, she's talented, man. She's a good singer. Like, but her level of popularity in our world of social media now today, there's nobody like it. Like, she's the biggest star we may ever see in our lifetime. Like, how much impact she has on anything she's involved with it's unmatched. It's unreal, dude.
But I'm not stopping here, brother. Toy Story football coverage?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
What?
Yeah.
In the hell is going on?
I got up at 6:25 on Sunday. Because, first of all, I wasn't sure if they were going to have it on demand, which they totally do. Like, if you go on Disney Plus, it's still, like, on the top thing. You could watch the replay. So you should check it out. But I got up at 6:25, even before my kids, which they usually get up around that time. But I guess not that day. To watch the Falcons-Jaguars game from Andy's room. Like, it was fascinating, dude. So, I had the 2 TVs set up. Unfortunately, it wasn't the big one yet. But I had the 2 TVs set up, so I had the real game going on the small TV and the Toy Story version going on the main TV, and I had them synced up, and it was fascinating to watch, dude. Like, first of all, they had a ton of technical difficulties, like, especially in the beginning.
Doesn't surprise me.
Not at all. They kept having to, like, cut to the wide shot of Andy's room, and you could and they kept saying, "We apologize for the technical." I'm like, why are they even saying this? Like, stop, because they said it like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, just stop. But when it was working, like, the way they tracked the players was pretty amazing. Like, even little moves and celebrations at the end, they were doing exactly what the real players were doing.
That's so weird.
It was fun. And once the kids got up, they came downstairs, then they just sat and were kind of mesmerized by it.
Yeah.
And, plus they were, like, teaching, like, it was Booger McFarland.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Oh, God. God, I can't think of his name. But it was, they were cool, and they were, teaching kids about football, and here's why this is, and then the whole, like, first down marker, brilliant. It was Slinky Dog, man. So you know how they have, like, the markers, right, on the sidelines for the first down? Instead, that's Slinky Dog. So, like, his butt would move up when they'd gain yards, and his front paws were the first down. And then the claw, like, every play, the claw would set the ball down on the, like, and sometimes the ball was what they had the biggest problems with, dude. Like, there were times where, like, the touchdown, like, the first touchdown, the ball, like, in the Toy Story, it just fell to the ground. And it's like, it's a touchdown! And you're like, what? And now I'm looking at the real game, too, and I'm like, yeah, it's a touchdown. They struggled with the tracking of the ball, like, more than they did with the tracking of the players. The player tracking was fascinating, dude. And then it was cool because then, in between plays, they're cutting to the sidelines. And this whole thing's taking place in Andy's room. So it's like Andy imagining that this game is happening in his room.
Right.
So they're cutting to, like, Woody and Buzz on the sidelines, like, saying, "Go Jaguars," or "Go, Falcons," like, whoever kind of had the ball. And then, like, the aliens were doing on camera. So, like, they were showing the aliens, like, shoot, they have, like, the cameras, they're shooting cameras, and they're talking about which eye are they using to, like, it was so much fun, dude. It was like, this is so cool.
Brother, football's going to hell.
Oh, well.
It's going to hell. I got another example.
Oh, no.
The worst example. Much worse.
Oh, God.
Didn't know if I was going to see the beginning of the Seahawk game.
Yeah.
So I recorded it.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. So I started recording it. So sure enough, I didn't get to see the beginning. Had to wait. I waited till Susan got home. So now we're kind of dedicated to whatever station it records, and it always records the right one.
Yeah. Oh,
so we're all good. So the show starts like it normally does, and everybody's excited. I'm excited. Here we go. All of a sudden, the Manning brothers pop up in the left-hand side.
The ESPN too.
Son of a bitch!
What?
I was so pissed.
Oh, that's a fun supplemental.
Oh, hell no!
No, it's awesome for because a lot of times, again, for my second screen, I'll put that up.
Oh,
but that's not how I want to watch the game.
You need to come to my house and listen to my daughter and my wife talk through a whole show. That's what they were doing. Then I got Autumn and Susan talking away in the back. I got these two brothers up there talking away. And then what do? 4 people in my living room is not enough to be talking during the game. We bring in a 5th one. They bring out Will Ferrell.
Right, that's awesome.
Holy crap, brother.
Was that good stuff, the Will Ferrell? Because I saw that. I didn't get to watch that one live.
It was kind of cute.
Soccer practice. And then I heard Will Ferrell was on it, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to see that.
So what the heck? Whatever happened? And then, I'm not done. Am I yelling? I'm so freaking pissed. Last night I went to go watch Thursday Night Football. Yeah. I can't see it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
I don't have it.
Yes, you do.
Well, I don't.
Dude, yes, you do.
I will go on there and I typed in everything I could think of, and it says I don't have an account.
Amazon Prime?
Pissed.
You have an Amazon Prime account.
Yes.
Well, then what's the problem?
Well, how the hell do you get into it?
You go to the Amazon Video, Amazon Prime. Like, you go to the Prime Video. It's the app. You have to use the app. It's the Prime Video app.
Do I have that on my TV?
It's a smart TV.
Stick?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. It's
true?
Prime Video. That's the only way you can watch Thursday Night Football.
It's the second damn week in a row I've missed it.
Yeah, no, that's what's crazy. The whole landscape of television has changed. Network television.
Yeah.
So no, Thursday Night Football is streamed on Prime Video now.
See, some things you just don't mess with.
I know. Well, that pisses Dad off.
God.
He can't watch it. But now NFL Network re-airs the Thursday night game after it's over at like 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Who the hell wants to watch it then?
No, exactly. But that's for people who just can't or don't have Amazon Prime or don't have a way to stream it.
Brother. Football is going to hell.
I hear you, brother.
There you go.
I hear you. But in better news in the NFL, the Rams beat the Colts last week in a game that probably took a month off my life.
Oh.
I mean, the Rams were up 23-0. 23-0. Dominated the first half. Scored a field goal in the beginning of the second half. 23-0. It's over. And then the Rams completely fell apart. Colts came back and tied it. And had a chance to win it in regulation. Matt Stafford hurt his hip. He could barely walk out there, dude. Ouch. Matthew, I didn't say Matt. Matthew gets pissed when you call him Matt. Matthew Stafford is the toughest quarterback in football, dude. The guy could barely walk. And he goes out there and is battling. So Colts had a chance to win in regulation, didn't, went to overtime. Rams got the ball first after just completely falling apart. They found a way to march down the field. Puka Nacua, who is like...
What?
Oh, you haven't heard of Puka Nacua? No. This dude, a late round draft pick for the Rams.
He and Butkus should have got together.
Late round draft pick for the Rams, dude. I mean, we're talking, he was a 7th round pick. 6th. He might have been 6th.
Well, it took him so long because they kept looking at that name going, I don't know.
6th or 7th round pick who wasn't even going to really have a chance to play, but because Cooper Kupp is out, they had to throw him in. This dude is setting all kinds of records.
Wow.
He's set multiple rookie records for catches and yards after the catch, but he hasn't had a touchdown yet. Overtime, Puka gets his first NFL touchdown
I can't stop
for a walk-off win against the Colts. So the Rams won 29-23. They're 2-2. And then the Seahawks, Monday Night Football, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Wow, just whooped up
Yeah.
on the Giants. Jesus, I'm sorry. If you're a Giants fan, I'm sorry that you have Daniel Jones. That dude is a piece of crap.
Which guy?
Their quarterback,
Really?
Daniel
Yeah,
Jones,
yeah.
is just
Yeah.
straight up
He was struggling.
garbage. Like,
Yeah.
just garbage. But, to the Seahawks' credit, like, they dominated. Their defense looks so good.
Yeah.
So they won 24-3, and they are 3-1.
Yep.
Their one loss to the Rams.
Yes, sir. Always.
I
Every
know,
year.
right?
Every year.
Yeah, exactly. And then this week, so then the DVD Weekly Fantasy Football League. Week 4, I took down Alfred Cockitch, brother.
Oh, brother.
110.68 to 61. I'm tied for second. There's 3 teams at 3-1, and I'm one of them. Only Love and War is undefeated at 4-0. And that's who I'm taking on this week. And I was looking at his team. Holy balls. He's got a squad, dude. Like top to bottom, he has got a fantastic squad.
Wow.
So that's going to be a battle this weekend. And only Alfred Cockitch is winless.
Ouch.
That's Brian Vermeer. He's 0-4. But, we'll see.
That's
There's
sad, brother.
still a long way to go there.
That's sad.
And then this weekend, the Rams have a tough game against the Eagles, the 4-0 Eagles. That's in L.A. That's a big game. I can't believe I'm not going to it, but I've got a concert we'll talk about a little bit that I'm going to instead. But, yeah, Rams taking on the Eagles, and the Seahawks have a bye week this week. A much-needed bye
Is
week.
that what it was?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you because I couldn't find when the game was going
It's
to
a
be.
much-needed bye week for you guys because, you have a lot of injuries,
Yeah.
man. A
Oh,
lot
God,
of
yes.
O-line injuries.
Yeah, but hello, we just started.
I know. Well, football's a brutal sport, man. It's a brutal sport. I mean, there were so many injuries last week to,
Yeah.
major players. It's just it's a rough sport,
Yeah.
man. So anyways, that's what's going on in the NFL.
Nice.
College football going strong. UCLA has a big game against number 13, undefeated Washington State tomorrow at noon, but it's on Pac-12 Network. Man, you know what? I'm glad UCLA's leaving the Pac-12. Pac-12 can eat it. They made that dumbass contract for this Pac-12 crap network that nobody can get. It's not on anything, dude. It's on like Fubo TV or some BS.
I don't like what they're doing.
So like I can't see half of the Bruins games. So I'm just, you know what? F the Pac-12. Like they screwed themselves, and now they have 2 teams left after this year. They're done. So you know what? F you, Pac-12.
Easy.
The Kraken, brother. Kraken.
Yes, sir.
Preseason going strong right
Yeah.
now, and their first game for the regular season is Tuesday, man. The season starts on Tuesday,
Wow.
October 10th. They're taking on the Golden Knights at 7:30 on ESPN. So looking forward to the Kraken getting started.
Me too.
Then NBA preseason is tipped off. The Lakers' first game's tomorrow against the Warriors, and October 18th is the start of the regular season. And then baseball playoffs are on. Now, the Mariners, God, dude, I know you don't care about baseball.
No.
The Mariners missed the playoffs by 1 game.
Ouch.
1 game, dude.
That's frustrating.
Brutal. And I don't follow that, so I could care less about the playoffs. But there's so much going on in sports right now. Plus you still have the NASCAR playoffs. F1 is, getting towards the end of their season. IndyCar just wrapped up. This is like the greatest time of year for sports because it's everything.
Nice.
Everything. Every night there's something on that I want to pay attention to. So there you go, brother. There
Very nice.
is sports.
Brother, as we get ready for Disney 100.
Disney.
I saw an ambulance just pull into Disneyland just now, by the way.
That can't.
Yeah, just thought I'd mention that.
Can't be good.
They didn't call no damn ambulance when I broke my ankle.
Well, it's probably because you didn't tell anybody.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did find out. Know what they sent? They sent one of them maintenance white trucks. They threw me in a maintenance truck and drove me over to the Disneyland Hotel, dumped me off on the sidewalk, and said, "I'm sorry, we can't take you any further."
Really? Really?
Yeah, it was a legal thing.
Yeah, sure. I guess that makes sense.
Bastards.
Huh. Interesting.
So the girl I was with, she had to go up to the Disneyland Hotel's main office, get a wheelchair, and go out to where I was laying on the ground
Wow.
picked me up in the wheelchair. Yeah.
Jeez.
Good times. That was the
Brutal.
first day of vacation.
Yeah.
When
That's ugly.
That was back in the day when the, what a feeling to drive Toyota. And when they would say Toyota, they would jump up in the air and click their heels.
Yeah.
And I thought after a bottle of wine in the hotel
Oh, no.
that I would do the same thing.
Oh, that's why brother doesn't drink.
And I came down on the loudest crack I've ever heard in my life
God.
and vomited it in the trash can immediately.
Oh, that's so brutal, dude.
Oh, yeah, back
That
at Disney
is
100.
So brutal. Jeez.
Brother, long
Long Dick Dong.
a guest favorite, brother.
Huh?
Today we're going to talk about the Epcot Candlelight Processional. You know what that is, a retelling of the Christmas story, brother, by a narrator, and they got this big choir, 50-piece orchestra, herald trumpets, and the incredible voices of Liberty. The spectacular event returns this year with more new celebrity narrators than ever before, brother. 9 new people will be narrating this year. I mean, I remember when this used to be like one time a year, one day. Now it's like the whole goddamn starts out up in November.
Oh, jeez.
For the love of the goose, the sweet, screaming goose. I remember that when they started getting real picky about this, and all of a sudden you had to get special tickets, and Susan and I got to Disneyland that day super early in the morning. Hadn't had anything to eat. Waiting, so we stand there. We're in the dark of the morning waiting to get into Disneyland, so we make sure we get these candlelight procession tickets, right?
Right.
We get in there. We find after hours of standing and waiting, we get in there, and they say, "Look, now we're on Main Street." They say, "Look, we're going to drop these ropes. When we do not run. You cannot run."
Okay.
Because we now have to go all the way up to It's a Small World.
Gotcha.
Whose freaking brain trust was that idea?
Yeah, right.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So they dropped the ropes, and dude, the tension was incredible. You could cut it with a knife.
Damn it.
So we're all trucking up there, trying not to run, and all of a sudden, Susan goes into panic mode.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh my God. I see Susan go into panic mode, and I start having a panic attack.
Oh, no.
We both end up laying on the
What?
side of the damn road on the ground in Disneyland.
Jesus.
Wow. All that for the damn candlelight procession.
That's supposed to be a peaceful thing.
So then, it's got a funny ending.
I hope so.
So the nurses come, and I get better quicker. Susan's coming too. And so they asked, did you guys have breakfast? You know, and we didn't. They set us up with breakfast. They gave us coupons to go get breakfast. And then a security guard came over.
That's all you got to do to get a free breakfast?
Yeah. A security guard came over. And he goes, hey, we want to give you guys something. So we're like, okay. So he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out 2 tickets to the event and hands them to us.
What? That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
But that's not the end of the story.
Uh-oh.
Because that was when the internet was getting really popular. You know, we had all these Disney bulletin boards.
Yeah.
So about a week later, I'm going through the Disney bulletin boards, and I start reading this bulletin about us. About these 2, guy and girl, that had passed out at the side of the road during this calamity that they had caused. And I thought, oh, wow, that's about us. You know, I felt like an idiot. And then she went on to say, I felt so bad that when I went up there, I got them each a ticket and handed it to a security guard, and he said he would make sure they got them.
What?
They weren't from the security guard. They were just from 2 Disney fans.
No kidding.
That wanted to make sure that we got tickets.
Wow.
Freaking security guard making it look like the company was giving us a ticket.
Yeah.
So I was able to get a hold of her and thank her. And
Oh, that's cool.
how cool was that? Anyway, that's what this is all about, brother. As you can see, This is the one everybody wants to go to.
Oh, yeah.
I passed out over it. Let me help you
Wow.
plan your visit. This isn't this is only Epcot at Walt Disney World. November 24th to the 25th, you may have to help me with some of these people, brother. Chrissy Metz. You know who that is?
No.
Oh, good. Me neither. She will be a new speaker this year. November 26th to the 27th, Luis Fonsi. Okay, I see you don't know who that is
No.
either. That's another new person. November 28th to the 29th, Anne Margaret. I know you thought she was dead.
And Margaret, yeah.
I know where's Anne Margrock
Oh, gotcha.
from the Flintstones.
Oh,
Also, November 30th to December 2nd. See what I mean? This used to be like one night.
yeah, right.
November 30th to December 2nd, Simu Liu, Liu.
Wow.
I don't know who that is either. Now we get into the people we know. December 3rd to the 5th, known for doing this thing, John Stamos. December 6th to the 8th, another one who does this a lot, Neil Patrick Harris. December 9th through the 11th, Marley Matlin. Who is that?
Marley Matlin?
Or is it Maitland?
No idea.
Really? I've heard of her. Heard of her.
No idea.
Here's a couple new people. Dig it, brother, dig it. December 12th through the 14th, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, there you go.
He's never done this before. And, brother, you might want to strap yourself in. How I wish I could be in Florida on December 15th and 16th. I'd be there both nights.
Ooh.
Eva Longoria, brother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be thinking about Christmas thoughts, I'll tell you that. December 17th through the 18th, Joey McIntyre is going to be there.
Joey.
December 19th to the 20th, Sterling K. Brown. December 21st to the 23rd. My birthday's in between there, brother.
That's right. 22nd.
Jordan Fisher
Jordan.
going to be there. And finally, December 24th to the 26th, Stephen Curtis Chapman. December 27th to the 28th, new Audra McDonald. And the 29th to the 30th, capping it off, brother, with Lisa Ling.
I don't know who
So
these people are.
now you can plan your Walt Disney World trip,
There you go.
and you're welcome.
Thank you, brother.
And that's my Disney 100 for
Very
this
good.
week.
Very good.
Thank you,
That moves us right into music.
Yeah, I got a story.
It's been a couple. We'll go
You
ahead.
enjoy my stories?
Yeah, go.
Because I'm full of them.
Go. Bring your
Full of
story.
them. And
Are we going to talk about some shows? Because
We're
I
gonna
got a show to talk about.
We're going to talk about some shows.
Do it.
Oh, okay.
Get into it.
I've never been so disturbed in my life
Ooh, damn.
than the show that I went to see this week.
Yeah.
First of all, let's just say this. I love Psychedelic Furs.
Yes.
I never, ever do I want anything bad to come out of my mouth that has to do with Psychedelic
Right.
Furs. Ever.
Right.
Went out to Seattle, I think it was Tuesday night, right? Something like that. Went out to Seattle to see Psychedelic Furs and a group that was opening with a forum called Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Squeeze kind of,
This was at Paramount, right?
this is at Paramount.
Yeah, I love that venue.
And first of all, nothing but old people.
Yeah, really?
What?
Really?
Dude, I've seen Psychedelic Furs before.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
saw
cool.
them not that long. Well, I guess it was
cool people.
It was a few years back.
They're dressed kind of crazy and
Yeah.
cool and fun. No way, dude.
Hmm.
It was like senior citizen time. And hey, I'm
Wow.
I'm old. I get it, but I don't expect to find me there.
Right?
I was shocked at the age of the people filling that place.
Huh.
And I mean filling that place. That place was packed. All right. So right there, I'm a little shaken, right?
I'm sure.
Everywhere I look, it's old people, dude, and they're dressed in your typical old people clothes. And I've got black eyeliner on, and I'm like, totally do not belong there.
Right.
All right. So, anyway, Squeeze is going to open. I knew about them a little bit. Looked them up. You remember the song "Tempted by the Fruit of Another"?
Oh, yeah. That's
Tempted by
Squeeze?
the
Is that what you're
fruit
talking
of
about?
another.
I was trying to think of what they sang
That's
that I knew.
Squeeze.
Definitely that one.
The big one that they sang was "Black Coffee in Bed." You remember that?
No.
Big MTV hit. Black coffee in bed. Got a stain on my notebook.
I don't remember that one.
Really? That was a big one. So, but I remember those songs as kind of one-hit wonders.
Right.
And they really weren't. ended up singing several other songs that I knew.
Hmm.
Brother, they were freaking amazing.
Really?
They were amazing. They had that crowd. I swear to God, I thought I was at a Seahawks game. That crowd went insane for them. It was, dude, I just sat there just blown away.
Huh.
You know, you saw the texts I was sending you.
Yes.
I'm like, I cannot believe I'm sitting through this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
It was, and they played for an hour and a half.
Oh, damn. So it was like a dual bill.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Like a dual headliner.
Oh, man. And all I kept thinking was, whose idea was to put these guys before Psychedelic Furs? I'm like, there's no way. They're going to come out here and it's...
Well, Psychedelic Furs is a bigger name
of
than
course.
Squeeze, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, look at me. I mean, I knew I'd heard of Squeeze, but I didn't.
Yeah, I
until
couldn't have
started
told
looking
you.
them up.
Yeah.
They were amazing. Plus,
Wow,
it's always
that's
fun.
awesome.
Always fun to see these bands because they're older now, right?
Yeah.
They're adults and they're up there, you know, doing talented. Oh my God, they were talented. They had not just a drummer, but a percussionist who both played drums at the same time.
Huh.
Oh,
that's cool.
Oh,
I like
my
that.
God,
I like the dual drummer action.
And they during a lot of the songs they spotlighted a musician who was would just go off and start playing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude! All
Very
I could say
cool,
was
man.
wow.
That's badass.
Then Psychedelic Furs came out.
Yeah.
And I love him. Can't think of his name,
I
but
can't either.
I love them. And they started off with a song that's kind of I'd never heard of it, and then they struggled to pick it up.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, come on. So then they finally sang one of their good songs. And, and people got a little excited. But it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same energy
It's like
in the crowd either?
the adrenaline was gone.
Interesting.
And about halfway through Psychedelic Furs, people started leaving.
Really?
Leaving. We were sitting on the
Huh.
what am I trying to say? On the left-hand corner of the walkway.
Yeah.
So I was really affected by people leaving, right? There was just I was right there as they were walking by.
Gotcha.
And I say that, but in the end, the place was still packed, but nothing like what the audience
Like
did.
the
for
energy
Squeeze.
wasn't the same.
Nope.
Interesting.
It was not. And they
play
did
a little
not.
Pretty in Pink.
They didn't do an encore,
Really?
and I kind of wonder if that's why. But I mean, he looked cool. He was happy and doing his thing.
Yeah.
And it was cool. But it just something about that whole experience just really bothered me.
Huh.
It messed with my concert reality.
Well, it's really rare that an opener like outperforms the
Absolutely.
lead band, but it happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. So that's interesting.
I walked to the car to drive home thinking, what were they thinking?
Huh.
Because they were. And would I go out and go to a Squeeze concert now? Hell yes, I would.
Really?
Hell yes, I would. They were so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's
Damn.
my story.
That's
And I'm sticking by it.
Yeah, stick by it.
I still love the Psychedelic Furs.
Oh, yeah, they're great. So many great songs.
Yep.
So I went out and saw Sting.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm a huge Police fan, dude. I'm not as much a Sting fan, like his solo work. Like I'm a Police fan.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddies had asked if I had like this is months ago. Had asked like, hey, do you have the pre-sale code to this? Because we're gonna go to this show. And I'm like, well, shoot. I'm like, well, and I hadn't really thought about going. And I'm like, well, like it'd be cool to see him because it's as close to the Police as I'm ever going to see because they're never coming back.
No.
So ended up getting a ticket, went with him, and this was at Climate Pledge Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a solid show.
Yeah.
Now, the shows leading up to that I had been to were these huge, bombastic, like tons of like stage, pyrotechnics, and I mean, it was Metallica.
Yeah.
It was Beyonce. It was Rob Zombie, right?
Yeah.
And Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Sting was so chill. Like, even at Climate Pledge, it was very little visuals. It was like one kind of screen behind him.
It's called mature.
Yeah, right? And really, like at first it bothered me.
Yes, yeah.
I'm like, wow, this show feels like it's a very minimalistic, like, but then I started realizing, damn, like it's the music doing the talking here, right?
Yeah.
And I think, everybody knows who Sting is, but I still feel like he's an underrated bassist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
People don't, when you think of like greatest bassists of all time, I don't think Sting hardly ever comes into that conversation. But man, you realize what a phenomenal musician he is, and he's still a great singer. Like his voice is great, right? I mean, all those Police songs. So the tour was called My Songs, and so he started with some Police songs and then ended strong with Police songs, and then the rest of it was his songs. But then I realized how much of his songs I actually remembered and knew. So it was definitely a different kind of just chill vibe. But man, the music was fantastic, and his son opened for him.
Oh, that's
which
cool.
was interesting.
That's
which
cool.
we totally missed. Didn't see the opener at all.
Oh,
but
that
then
sucks.
his son came out and sang. So all he had on stage was him, and obviously he's playing bass. There was a guitarist, a keyboardist, a drummer, and 3 background singers that kind of helped through the songs, which added some cool stuff. So about 3/4 of the way through, his son came out and was part of the background singers.
Oh, neat.
Which was cool. And then there was a time where he came up and actually sang with Sting. And so that was cool, man. So it was a good show. It was like the Police stuff sounded great. Overall, though, it was kind of like one of those shows that was just like I hadn't been to a more chill show. I can't remember.
Old
the
people,
last
brother.
time.
There was a lot of old people.
A lot of old, but there was actually a mix. There was a decent amount of like more than I expected to be there. Yeah.
Autumn was definitely the youngest.
Was she?
At the Furs concert.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
And then,
some like 60, 70-year-old guy went up and started hitting on her.
oh Jesus.
Susan's all looking at me. She goes, "Do you realize he's hitting on her?" I'm like, "Yeah, but the guy's nice." He was. He's a nice guy.
That's hilarious. But I'm going back to Climate Pledge on Sunday night.
Yeah.
To go see Peter Gabriel, man.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited.
I remember being super impressed by him in a video.
Oh, dude, his videos are some of the best.
But this was a live video.
Oh, gotcha.
And he was singing one of the songs that kind of sounds like an Indian song.
Yeah, probably
I can't remember what it
Biko,
was.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Biko.
And he was in
Biko.
a that's the one.
Yeah, that's a great track.
And he was at a place that looks like the Gorge.
Oh, gotcha.
And he turned around, his back to the audience,
Yeah.
and raised his hands up in the air as he sang the song.
Yeah.
And that just branded into my head.
Oh,
to this day,
interesting.
I can see, and that was amazing.
No kidding.
So
he
his
closes
concerts
with
look
Biko.
good.
Yeah, he was always like at the forefront of technology
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Like you remember his music videos, dude. I mean, back
Yeah.
in the real
Yep.
MTV generation,
Yes.
his videos were incredible.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer, freaking like just so imaginative. Like
Yeah.
you watch them today, and it's like they're not.
Right.
If you saw him for the first time, you'd be like, okay. But back then, man, he was doing visual graphics that we had seen in music videos, and just he's so creative.
Yeah.
And he's got this new album coming out this year.
Nice.
Well, it's supposed to be this year. There's no date. Where he's come out with, starting beginning of this year, he's released a new song from the album every full moon.
Oh, wow.
So every full moon he releases the song
cool.
in one version. Then he re-releases that song in a different mix when it was a new moon.
Oh, wow.
Like that's been he's this crazy like
You got to name that album something about the moon.
inventive guy, right?
Come
well,
on.
the album's called I.O.
All right.
With like I.O. kind of like interface, like like digital.
Oh, right.
Which is a great. And then now I've been listening because checked out his set list. It's the same for every show. And so I've been listening to these new songs, and dude, they are so good, bro.
Nice.
Like his new stuff it's really emotional, really like
That's neat.
just well written songs. So, anyways, I've never seen him before. Looking really forward to it. I was really not sad, but disappointed. My wife. I came home a couple nights ago to my wife, like listening. She had asked, Alexa, play Peter Gabriel because she doesn't know him outside of like Sledgehammer and like. And she's like, I go in and she's like, so this is just old people music.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what?
Ouch.
Yeah, and she was like, I am not excited at all for this show.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that he changes her mind live, because the dude is like, he's such a great voice, so talented,
He's
so
a cool
like,
guy, too.
seems like a really cool guy, right? So yeah, really interested to say. So I'll talk about that show a little bit next week. But,
Nice.
But looking forward to that. We get into music, brother. You know, we haven't been here for a couple weeks. I have to mention that last week, one of my top 5 favorite bands came out with a new album.
Really?
And that is Gunship, man.
Huh?
Gunship came out with their new album, Unicorn, and it is fan-freaking-tastic.
Huh.
Like, if you have not heard Gunship yet, if you like the old school, like, kind of new wave, definitely, like, you know, keyboard heavy, like a techno pop type style, these guys are just, they're incredible. So, new Gunship album, Unicorn, is out. Definitely check that out. Then we look at this week, releases for today, October 6th. The new Prong album, Love Prong. Metal band, snap your fingers, snap your neck. Prong is fantastic. They've been around forever. This is their first new album in 6 years, titled State of Emergency. I was really looking forward to hearing that. That was just outside the top 5. Then we get into the top 5 this week. Number 5, just a phenomenal musician. Just one of the best guitarists alive today, and that is Joe Bonamassa, with his album Blues Deluxe Volume 2. 20 years since the release of his best-selling album Blues Deluxe, which celebrated the Year of the Blues with unforgettable reinterpretations of classic tracks. Joe Bonamassa is taking stock of how far he and the genre have come with Blues Deluxe Volume 2. It features 2 new originals and 8 new covers of some of the most influential names in blues. Bonamassa returns to his roots and gives new life to the classic tracks that have informed his own artistry. I haven't heard it yet, but I bet it's a phenomenal record. Number 4, it's DPR Ian. I don't know. It's an EP, new EP called Dear Insanity, a Korean-Australian singer. Korean-Australian. That's not a mix you usually hear about. But that's at number 4. Number 3, Mac Miller with NPR Music Tiny Desk Concert.
Wow.
So, and apparently this features a regular collaborator of Mac Miller's, Thundercat, who I freaking love Thundercat. So that kind of piqued my interest a bit. Now, this remains one of the highest streamed performances in the history of NPR's Tiny Desk Concert Series. And it's now available on vinyl for the first time. This was a show back in 2016. So, Mac Miller, American rapper and record producer, who actually passed away in 2018 from a fentanyl-laced oxycodone overdose. Yeah, sad. So there you go. That's what's at number 3. At number 2, it's Roger Waters with The Dark Side of the Moon redo.
Is that the guy who's like
a dick?
Oh.
Like, the dude, he's come out and like, I don't know why they're more popular than me.
Roger Waters, isn't he like have no pigment? Who the hell was that? Actually, it was two.
Oh, no, that's I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And weren't they 2 brothers and they both looked the same?
Oh God.
That's who I thought of when you said that.
Oh my God, I can't.
Wasn't their last name Waters?
Not him.
No?
I don't think. No. Oh God.
But he was like pink eyes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. White eyebrows. Like,
Yeah.
He's albino, right?
Yes, that's the word I was trying to think of.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
Did he play a flute? Why do I have a picture of a flute in my head?
No.
Maybe one day he did.
Maybe
once.
I don't know. But no, this is Roger Waters
Okay.
from Pink Floyd, man. Pink Floyd. Right?
Oh, okay.
That's why he's redoing Dark Side of the Moon to celebrate the 50th anniversary year of the Dark Side of the Moon. Roger Waters announces the release of his homage to the original. So, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the Dark Side of the Moon is what an incredible record. Dark Side of the Moon is like one of the greatest to ever be made. So, I'm interested to hear what he's kind of redone there. But at number one, this is fan-freaking-tastic. It's a collection, brother.
Ooh.
It's Van Halen. The Collection 2. The Collection 2 spotlights Van Halen's second incarnation with singer Sammy Hagar, Eddie Van Halen, of course, drummer Alex Van Halen, and bassist Michael Anthony. The upcoming set includes a newly remastered version of 4 multi-platinum studio albums, along with a selection of rarities recorded between 1989 and 2004. So you're going to get the album 5150. That was Hagar's original. Now, I'm a big Van Halen fan. Love Van Halen. A lot of people call it Van Hagar when Sammy Hagar took over,
Yeah.
Nothing against Sammy Hagar. Love the guy. What a cool dude Sammy Hagar is.
Yeah.
But David Lee Roth is, to me, still the best Van Halen. I mean, 1984 is my favorite Van Halen record.
Yeah.
But, Hagar stepped in and did a phenomenal job with a lot of great music. So that's what this set is. It's 5150 from 1986, OU812 from 1988, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge from 1991. That is a really tough record to get on vinyl. Like, it's over $100 because it never got repressed. So, like, now's the chance to, like, buy this box and get it with the box. Because 5150 and OU812 you can easily get those. And then Balance from 1995, which is another really difficult record to find. Plus, like I mentioned, it has also an additional record. And this is out on CD, too, but come on. For me, this is the vinyl set that I'm excited about. Studio Rarities, 1989 to 2004. It's an exclusive compilation that assembles 8 gems from the Hagar era for the first time. Looking to pick this up just because, I could either pay over $100 to get For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, or just buy this whole set and then for about the same price and get these studio rarities too. I don't know if you remember when we went to the Forum, the great Los Angeles Forum.
Yes, sir.
When your ex at the time, your ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
Terry. Remember Terry, brother?
God, yes.
She was working for an insurance company.
Yes, I remember that.
And got us tickets to boxing. Remember, we went to go see boxing at the Forum. Do you remember this?
Kinda.
So we went to 2 things. We went to boxing, and another time we went to wrestling. Which was when we got to see the Ultimate Warrior, who's passed. Yeah. But anyways, we went to the boxing, and we were sitting close, man.
She could have been in the ring. I think it's quite funny that it's boxing and wrestling.
But we were about 10 rows from the rink for the boxing. Like, I totally remember this, man. I was in high school, like...
My mind has worked really hard to forget all of this.
Really? Yeah, so I even know the year. It was 1991. It was 1991. I was...
Terry, her name was Terry. Shouldn't have said the name. Yes. She's the girl that taught me that you don't pick up women on the internet.
Without knowing what they...
Exactly. Yeah. I always wondered why every time she sent me a picture, she was wearing the largest sunglasses I've ever seen. Well, I found out. Right there in the Los Angeles airport, waiting for her to get off the plane.
Oh my God! I still remember staying over at your house one time. Slept over that night.
We were rocking the boat.
I heard you guys doing it. Anyways, we went to this boxing at the Forum, and you remember we saw this like ruckus, and it's like all these people are like, like, and it's like, what's going on? Like
they saw her.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
It was Sammy freaking Hagar.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that?
No.
And he was walking right towards us and sat right in front of us.
Oh, wow.
Sammy freaking Hagar. And it turns out this was right when For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge had recently come out.
Yeah.
And he was there. I mean, I think he lived in LA anyways. But remember, I asked him, like, what are you guys up to? Like, because the album had just come out, and I love that record. And they were shooting the Round and Round video. So, like, they were all in LA shooting the Round and Round video. And I remember, like, 3 weeks later seeing the premiere on MTV of the Round and Round video.
How
like,
cool.
Oh, I'll never forget it. Never forget it. So, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge has always been, like, a special album for me just because of that moment and all that. So, anyways, that is
You
part.
can thank Terry for that.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right. That is part of the Collection 2 by Van Halen. That's number 1 this week on Amazon.com. That's a fantastic number 1, man.
Nice.
Good stuff right there. Which takes us into television, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Lots of stuff. I mean, stuff's been happening over these last 2 weeks. We had a show start last week that I'm super excited about, and I saw the first, 20 minutes of the first episode, and that is Gen V. I had not even heard about this. The last time when I went to the Rams Niners game down in LA, I went down to Hollywood to Amoeba. There was a bunch of billboards down in Hollywood that had this Gen V new series. And then it's like from the world of The Boys, which The Boys is one of my favorite shows. It's the crazy dark comedy superhero, like the best superhero content ever. It's so epic, dude. The Boys is so good. So this is an offshoot of The Boys, and it focuses on a college for kids with superpowers.
Oh.
So we watched the first, and dude, it's just as nuts as The Boy. I mean, it starts with this girl having her period for the first time.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so she's in the bathroom on the toilet. It's starting to happen.
Well, you get graphic.
I know. And then her mom, she's freaking out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And so her mom, walks into the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
And the blood is, floating up. And so it's, in midair.
Oh.
And she's like, what? And then it hardens.
Ew.
And then shoots towards her mom and splits her neck open. And
What the
dude,
hell?
this is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
This is what The Boys is like, and this is what Gen V is like. I was
Did
just
it
like,
kill her, brother?
oh yeah, oh she's
Oh,
done.
that's sad.
She was done. It killed her
sad.
mom with her period blood.
Oh, my God.
What?
Are we really talking
I
about
know!
this? Happy Halloween.
Only Gen V and The Boys. I'm telling you, these
Jeez.
series are just phenomenal. So that's out. I think the 4th episode just came out, so I can't wait to catch up on Gen V. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. The Simpsons season 35
Oh, my God.
is upon us, brother. It started in 1989. Can you believe that, dude?
No.
Just the longevity of it
Unbelievable.
is incredible. It's on Hulu along with Fox. That's why I mention it, because it's streaming on Hulu. But, yeah, season 35, man. That means we're going to get a new Treehouse of Horror here
Oh, good.
coming up this month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also out.
I'm glad they stopped showing it in November.
But, yeah, right?
I never could figure that out.
Well, I remember
Hated it.
we actually found out why.
What,
And
we
now
did?
I don't remember.
Was
I
it
think
they
part
didn't
of
have
it
enough
was
time to get it out?
No, I think part of it was the baseball schedule, right? Because
Ah.
Fox does
Okay, yes.
playoff baseball in
Yes.
October, so that had something to do with it. But there was something else too. I remember, go back a few years and listen to their shows because
Yeah.
we talked about it back then. Also out on TV, Our Flag Means Death season 2 on Max. It's a unique pirate comedy.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Lupin Part 3 on Netflix. It's the French mystery thriller. And then the big one, man. We're about to wrap up Ahsoka. It's been done. Actually, the season finale was this week. Ahsoka, brother. So good.
Huh.
Like the best. If you don't watch any other Star Wars
No.
television streaming series,
Yeah.
watch Ahsoka.
All right.
Ahsoka is as close to the films as it gets.
Really?
Plus, major characters from the films, from
Wow.
the original films, are in it.
Cool.
Totally worth the watch. It's been fantastic. But that's wrapped up. So now, the next big show on Disney Plus is season 2 of Loki.
Ah.
Season 2 picks up where the first left off, with Loki abandoned in a timeline different from the one he had intended to return to.
I miss Disney Plus. There's so many things I want to watch on it.
Well, get on these, dude. I mean, all the Star Wars series are on it.
And plus all the park documentaries.
Yeah.
I'm missing all those. And
Why? Why you don't have it anymore?
Dude, I have no time.
Oh yeah, that's the
I
time.
just have no time.
Yeah, no. Here's
And
that.
God, I wish I did because I have too many projects right now.
Well, yeah, you always do.
Oh, by the way,
how you
speaking
live.
of that, thank you for the people that went to my Etsy store.
Oh, there you go.
Several people went to the Etsy store. A couple of people put it in as as their favorite store.
Awesome.
And a couple of items got marked as favorite items. That's very, very helpful. And so I just wanted to thank you guys for doing that. That was very cool. I put the link in our Facebook page last week.
That's right. Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks, folks.
Love that.
I love our family.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. So yeah, Loki season 2 is here. One episode's been released. There's a new one each week. So that's gonna be good.
Nice.
Loki, the first season of Loki was fantastic.
Brother, did you go see it, the Etsy store?
I have not yet. I'll get on it. I will make it happen this week. I will make it happen. Sorry.
I was gonna.
That's the whole busy thing, man.
I had this whole mean brother thing ready to go. I just couldn't do it.
It's the whole, like you said, it's busy. Like, holy hell.
It is.
Freaking
It's
soccer
times are
and
crazy.
Swim practice. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Our lives are in just complete shambles right now. And my kid getting freaking almost kicked out of daycare. Jesus.
Ooh.
H. Oh, God. Have children, they said. And then I had to have freaking 3. Like, 2 would have been great. This third one is just, I love him to death, but holy hell is he a handful.
Just tempting the fates, huh?
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah. Just right before I came over, I had to go pick him up from school.
Uh-oh.
Hitting teachers and kids, and
No.
he kicked a kid in the face today. Like, that's my boy Kyler.
Might be seeing him in the ring pretty soon.
Seriously, dude. Seriously. I need to get him into.
I
mean, he had, but you know, like last week or no, well, I guess 2 weeks ago was his first soccer game. I had to miss that because Quinn had a soccer game at the same time. Last week I went and saw his soccer game. He had 5 goals. Like, the kid just takes the ball and go. Like, he's just a battle axe, dude.
All right,
and
you need to get
kids
him
are
into
trying
football,
to stop
brother.
him, and they're just bouncing off of him. Cause he's
Get
a
him into
big
football.
Boy. Oh, yeah, he wants to play football.
Hell yeah.
But can't for another year or two.
That's all right. It'll go by quick.
Yeah. Now, anyways, oh, God, Kyler, Jesus, just come on, man. That's it for TV, brother.
Have you been watching Masked Singer?
I haven't watched it yet.
Come on, brother.
Haven't watched it yet. There's been a couple episodes now,
It's
right?
been fun, yeah.
Damn
yeah.
it. Yeah, I got to catch up, man. Isn't there? Was this week the NFL episode?
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't know. I haven't seen
I
it.
didn't understand why they were calling it the NFL episode.
Oh.
Did it air like on a night where Fox had
No.
a game?
I don't know. Was it on a Sunday night?
That I don't know because I watched it after it had been.
Oh,
recorded.
right. I don't know. All I saw was Ken Jeong was wearing a Rams jersey.
Hey,
I saw that from the commercial. I think he was wearing a Stafford jersey.
That's
So
cool.
there you go. That was good
You'll
stuff.
like it because you'll know the people in it. I was not familiar.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. That takes us to movies, unless you got some television to speak of.
I have no television to speak of, brother, but
All right.
I do have a DVD, CD, Blu-ray coming
Well, we'll
out.
get to that in just a minute.
You say that every
Calm
time.
down, 'cause we
I
start
never
with
can
streaming.
figure out how to do this.
Start with the streaming, brother.
Fine.
And there's been some big name films that have just come out in the last week or two, because we didn't do this last week, to VOD, to some of the major services. So starting off with Blue Beetle, right? That was kind of the latest big superhero flick.
Yeah.
That's available on VOD now. The Nun 2.
Yeah.
Which was just recently in theaters. Obviously, that's in the Conjuring universe. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Even though I wasn't a big fan of The Nun, the original, I've actually heard this one was quite a bit better.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. So The Nun 2 is on VOD. Meg 2, Crazy Shark film. I guess this one was just garbage. But it's on Max.
That's why it's good, brother.
Yeah, right. And then Reptile came out on Netflix. It's a murder mystery with some great names. It's got Benicio del Toro, Justin Timberlake, and Alicia Silverstone.
Dang.
Yeah. Then we get into the stuff that came out this week on Disney Plus, brother.
Whoa.
Haunted Mansion. It's out now.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah. No, Mel wants to see it because, I took Quinn to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
I know you saw it in the theater. But my wife wants to see it, so I'm pretty sure that'll because it's not super scary.
No.
Even though my girl is 6.
Yeah.
Or she is still 6. Like, she was watching through her fingers, like, about half the movie.
Yeah, we
but
saw a preview of it
it's
last night. I guess they were running a little ad.
Yeah.
And we all said, yeah, we'd watch it again.
Yeah, it's a fun film. And,
Yeah.
like, if you love the ride like we do,
Yep.
so many things from the ride. So many things in the
Yeah.
background. And,
Right.
like, just, totally worth a watch. It's not an amazing movie by any stretch.
No.
But so much better than the Eddie Murphy.
Oh, God, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The Blackening is on Stars now, and The Boogeyman is on Hulu. So that was just recently in theaters as well. So a lot of good stuff for the Halloween time of year to jump on your favorite services.
Susan
and
gets
start
so
checking out.
mad. So with Halloween here, a lot of these evenings we're not here. Autumn and I are not here, and so Susan will go to that. I don't remember what the name of the channel is, but it's the 30 Nights of Halloween, thing.
Oh, nice.
It's that channel that's run by Disney, but they don't make a deal out of it.
The ABC Family or something?
It's something
Is that still
like
a
that.
thing?
Yeah. It's the one where at night it switches over to like a Christian channel.
Oh, geez. What?
Yeah, so Disney like owns half of it, and the Christian people own the other half of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's something like that. But anyway, every time she goes to put it on,
Yeah.
it's playing that damn thing with the 3 witches.
Oh,
She hates
yeah.
that movie.
Yeah. Hocus Pocus.
She goes, they play that damn movie every night.
Jeez. Yeah, Hocus Pocus. You need it.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what the
I don't get it.
I
either.
don't get it,
Maybe if we saw it when the original came out.
dude. The
like,
first
I don't
5
know.
minutes, I was done with
Yeah.
it. And guess what? The rest of the hour and a half or whatever it is,
Yeah.
just as bad.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see the second one. Like the second one just recently came out, like last year or whatever that was. Yeah, and I'd love to be able to do the 31 Nights of Halloween. We just can't. We can't.
Yeah.
Time, like it's just like you said, man. There's not enough time. So what we have been doing though, because I'm like, damn it, every day I want to watch a little bit of horror, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So not necessarily horror.
So
but-
you go to TikTok.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I turn on the news. So what we've been doing every night is watching either an episode of The Twilight Zone
All right.
or an episode of Tales from the Crypt. Or
Nice.
sometimes both. If we have time, we'll watch one of each. So we're like to the end of season 1 on Tales from the Crypt because there's only 6 episodes in the first season.
Yeah.
But that's kind of been our 31 nights of Halloween, is like at least watching an episode. And it's so fun to watch those early,
Yeah.
especially the Twilight Zones, like the early Twilight Zones, man.
You know what we do?
They were-
We get an
they're
itching
so
to watch
good.
something Halloween-like.
Yeah.
And we didn't plan on it. We don't have a whole lot of time. We throw on the Munsters.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Just love
That's
that.
a great one.
Yeah, and we can watch it forever.
Yeah, that's on
It's
Plex
just
too,
fun,
bro. The
fun
whole
show.
series. Yeah, no, I love Munsters. Munsters
Yeah.
is fantastic. So that's a good one too. Didn't think about that.
I want to see the remake, The Munsters, the one that what's
You haven't
his name
seen
did?
it
Rob
yet?
Zombie. No, I want to see it again.
Oh yeah,
We saw it once and
Dude,
liked
it was
it,
so much
so-
better than
Yeah.
what people
Yeah,
just
it was-
shredded it.
It was just fun.
It was fun, dude.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's a great looking film.
It is
like,
a great looking film.
lit, like
Yes.
it's the whole Argento style
Yeah.
of lighting. Like,
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
yeah, man, it was a lot better than it probably should have been. Let's be honest. And then the last on the movies that I got to mention is Strays, which I talked about a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The dog, dude, it is so funny.
I gotta watch it.
It is so funny, brother. Strays, it's on Peacock starting today, October 6th.
Oh,
I mean,
good,
Will
good.
Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, if you like that kind of comedy
Yeah.
and kind of rude, kind of crass, like
Yeah.
dirty comedy, and it's dogs talking to each other, dude, it's so funny, man. It is so funny. I loved that movie. It's my favorite comedy of the
Wow.
year so far. So,
Cool.
anyways, that's out on Peacock now.
All right.
Now, my good friend, we can get into physical releases. Which
Oh, does that
apparently,
mean? No, I'm excited.
yeah, there you go. This is your time to shine, brother.
All right. Why did all of a sudden do I feel like we've already talked about this?
I don't know.
But apparently we haven't. Guess what's coming to the Disney 100 packaging, brother?
I could tell you, but I'll let you do it.
Okay. Out on 4K Ultra Blu-ray Steelbook. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Snow White,
Whoa.
1930, what?
37?
37?
I don't know. I don't have my information here.
Well, that's great.
I think it is.
That's just wonderful. 1938.
38?
1938.
God, I missed it by one damn
Yeah,
year.
not bad. But yeah, it's getting that exclusive Disney 100 kind of
Best Buy.
silver steelbook. Yeah,
Did you see
and
the-
also coming out in a standard edition too.
Yes.
on
Did you
4K.
see the Steelbook?
I did.
That's damn cool.
It is cool.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like those. They remind we've talked about it before, but it reminds
Yeah.
me of those tins that Disney
Yeah.
used to come out with,
Right.
with all the cartoons.
Yeah, I
and
like.
stuff.
There was just something about the style that they used
of Snow White
and the
yeah.
angles that they did. Just I don't know. Just
Yeah,
sparked my interest.
yeah, good stuff there.
Yep.
Is that all you got, brother?
That's
I
it.
believe that is, yeah. So also on 4K Blu-ray this week, A Bronx Tale starring Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
And then a lot of horror stuff, a lot of fun horror stuff, including the 1980 classic, which is getting a steelbook, not a Best Buy exclusive, just a steelbook, of Friday the 13th.
Oh, Zah.
Which, how cool is it that this October
Yes.
we get a Friday the 13th?
I know. I cannot tell you how cool it was the other night to be at the haunt, acting. I was acting as we were in how are you today?
I'm
by the
pretty
way?
decent.
Oh, good. We were in a western kind of town, but not really. I found out. And we were there, and people would walk through, and we'd freak them out, going, "Oh God, you got to get out of the streets! The zombies are coming! The zombies are coming!"
Yeah.
And I looked up, and there was the full moon.
Oh, that's cool.
So I started using that. I
Nice.
started telling people, "Look, turn around, look!" And they'd turn around and look real quick, afraid something was coming. And I'd say, "The full moon! You got to get out of the streets! The full moon!" It was cool. Dude.
That's cool.
Turned out
Maybe
cool.
Susan and I should target Friday the 13th
Yes!
to come out to the hunt.
Absolutely.
I mean, what better day could you have to go to a hunt than Friday the 13th?
Yeah, it's payday. It has nothing to do with it, but it's payday.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Double the pleasure right there.
But yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, the 1980 Friday the 13th is
That's
out on
a week
4K
from
Blu-ray.
today.
That's good stuff. That is. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Halloween Trilogy 2018 to 2022
Nice.
is getting a Best Buy Steelbook. So that's going to have Halloween from 2018, which was pretty solid.
Yep.
Halloween Kills, the extended cut from 2021, which I enjoyed. I think that's the most brutal Halloween film ever made. And then Halloween Ends, which I know I just hated. I absolutely
I'm not so sure that
hated it.
they've ever made, as I bash it on my microphone, I'm never sure they ever made a Halloween film that I didn't enjoy in its own way.
I agree until that one. Like, I'm serious. I hated it.
I know.
Absolutely.
It
I'm like,
was
where
weird.
the hell is Michael Myers, first of all?
There's a lot of just
It's
weirdness
just
going
dumb.
on. Yeah.
And it was all about that kid versus
Yeah.
like any
They're down there in the sewers walking
and
around.
that's how
Like,
you
what?
end the series.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
like, come on, man.
It was,
Anyways,
they really
whatever.
reaching for that one.
Yeah. So there you go. But there's those three, the latest of the Halloween films in that steelbook.
Nice.
Megan, the unrated version, is getting a Best Buy steelbook.
Whoa.
Along with, I haven't seen the unrated version yet because the rated version definitely not a lot of. I mean, my 6-year-old watched it with me, right? Like it wasn't very violent. It wasn't very gory. I wonder what they've added. In
Is this the
unrated
shark movie?
edition. No, Megan. What? Megan? You know the Chucky film.
All right, what's the
That's
the
Meg.
shark-
That's Meg. So
Okay,
I
I'm getting those two movies
I
mixed
get
up.
it. I get it. But no, Megan is. You saw Megan.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's the one about the robot girl.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this classic coming out on 4K Blu-ray this week from 1968, starring Mia Farrow? It's Rosemary's Baby, brother.
Wow.
That is such a great film.
Yeah.
Another great one from 1983, and this is coming out in a Criterion Collection 4K Blu-ray, Videodrome, the David Cronenberg sci-fi horror, fantastic film. Another film, a lot of stuff I love coming out this week, including 1988 from Scream Factory. It's Pumpkinhead. I love
Oh, wow.
Pumpkinhead. The first Pumpkinhead is so good. Lance Henriksen. A lot of people don't realize that was directed by Stan Winston, right? The famous
wow.
makeup and
Yeah.
that's also getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. The 2023 Transformers Rise of the Beasts is coming out, also on a steelbook. But my most wanted this week, brother.
What is it?
Come on now. Awesome. It's getting a 4K Blu-ray. It's Terrifier 2.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. In a steelbook.
Autumn
No
loves
doubt.
those. Loves them.
After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to Miles County, where he targets a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween.
Is that the one I
night.
saw?
Not sure.
I think it is.
They're so brutal, dude. They are the most brutal. Art the Clown is the most brutal character in film, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Like, there's some others. But Terrifier, like, Art the Clown is
How about
relentless.
How about
Oh,
It?
no. I think Art the Clown makes
Yeah.
Pennywise look like a children's show.
That's true.
Like, Art the Clown just will disembowel you,
Yeah.
tear
Just for
off
fun.
all your limbs,
Yeah.
and laugh. And
Yeah.
just
And
because he
wear your
doesn't
skin.
say a word.
Yep.
He doesn't say a word. You just look at him and it's like, oh. Shit. Like, dude, if you ever saw Art the Clown in real life, you'd be like, I'm done. I'm done. If I saw Pennywise, I'd be like, I'm just going to run because I'll stay away from the
Yeah.
sewers and I'm good.
Just don't touch any balloons.
Art the Clown, he ain't, once you're in his sights, you're done. You're done. And you
Which
are
is funny.
and you're going to go out in a extremely ugly fashion. So yeah, that's my most wanted release this week. Terrifier 2
Nice.
on Steelbook, 4K Blu-ray. That's good stuff right
Nice. Very nice.
there. Which takes us to Over Under, huh?
Yes, sir.
Over Under, you know, it's been a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
I've got the info. Let's starting with 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Dumb Money was the first film. Expected to make $1.4 million. I said over.
Yeah.
You said under.
Yeah.
And the actual was 2.4 over. Next up was It Lives Inside. Expected to make $2 million. I said under. You said under. And the actual was 2.6. That went over. Then Expendables 4, which is expected to make $11.7 million. I said under. You said under. And the actual, my good friends, was 8. It was under. Not a bad week. We both got. Oh no, you got one. Sorry. I got you. All right,
I'll take one.
it's okay because last week I crapped the bed and noticed it 7 minutes after noon.
Oh, that's right.
God, I was so pissed because one of my most awaited films of the year was on that list. Son of a... And that's Saw X, the new Saw, the 10th Saw movie.
Wow.
Love this series, man. I love this series. To your point with the Halloweens, like, even though not all of them are great
Yeah.
by any stretch, there's always some fun takeaways, and always the traps are always fun to watch. And I've heard nothing but great
Wow.
things about. I guess this is one of the best Saw films. I haven't seen it yet. Can't wait. I really hope it comes out on VOD before Halloween. We'll see, because oh god, this would be a night one watch for me. Expected to make $13.5 million. I said over.
Yep.
You said over,
Yeah.
and the actual was 18.3. Way to go, horror fans. You put that one over the top. So that was good stuff. Next up, The Creator, which it looks like a really interesting film.
Yeah.
Expected to make 19.8. I said under. You said over. And the actual was 14.1. So yeah, I'm 2 for 2 and didn't put my scores in. Which, if I'm
That's
looking at it, God, I would have been right freaking there with
That's
the lead
sad.
if I would have played.
Sad.
Son of a. Last was the new Paw Patrol movie.
It's
brother.
the news in review. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Yeah.
Kids like Paw Patrol. We went to the old Washington State Fair. I mean, let's be honest, it's the Puyallup Fair. But Washington State Fair, as we're leaving, the kids all wanted to pick out one of those blow-up balloons.
You spent
of
like $8,000.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Right?
Jesus.
You realize each ride you ride, just one ticket is like $4 or $5,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous
Yes.
for those things. Yeah, we spent a gang. Not to mention, like, I lost a ticket halfway through
Oh.
that still had like 70 points on
Oh.
it. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's what would have got you a ringer around the rubber ducky.
God. But the new Paw Patrol, anyways, my story, on the way out, they're all picking out character. Like my boy picked out a pink dolphin. I'm like, great. Quinn picked a hammer. I'm like, wow, this is a mix of weirdness. And then Kyler picks out the main dude from Paw Patrol.
Hey, there
I
you
don't
go.
even know his name, but anyways, he picked it out. That's why I mentioned it. Paw Patrol expected to make 21.7. I said under. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
You said under.
Yeah.
And the actual was 22. It was over. Wow, Paw Patrol. What? I didn't think Paw Patrol was as relevant now as it was a few years back, but apparently I was wrong. So as of now, after all that fun, Clayton W. Sawyer leads everybody with 16. We're starting to get there.
Yeah.
You know, you win at 25. There's 4 people with 15, lots of folks with 14, 13, 12. So still a long way to go here. And this week we have one film in the theater. I was really excited for this one, man. I love this series. The original is one of my all-time favorite horror films. We're talking about The Exorcist. The Exorcist Believer. The other reason I was so excited about this one was not because David Gordon Green is directing. I feel like this guy is starting to become the killer of franchises. Like, he did it with Halloween. Like, I'm like, oh my God. At first I was down with what he was doing, and now, and especially, what do I tell you what's happening with this film? So yeah, I don't know. But Ellen Bernstein is in this. Bernstein, not Bernstein.
Jesus.
Bernstein. I mean, she's from the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Okay, that's good.
Like, oh yeah,
She's kinda
hell
old,
yeah.
though, brother.
No, I saw that, and I'm like, yes, Linda Blair is in this.
Wow.
I'm like, hell's yes. Jennifer Nettles, interesting enough, she's in this. When 2 girls disappear into the woods and return 3 days later with no memory of what happened to them, the father of one girl seeks out Chris McNeil, of course, Ellen Bernstein, who's been forever altered by what happened to her daughter 50 years ago.
Damn.
I mean, come on, man.
Wow.
What more do you want?
That's kind of cool.
21%
Oh.
on Rotten Tomatoes, dude.
Yikes.
21%. That is
Danny DeVito in
that, dude. Maybe. I mean, that's straight up embarrassing. And from
that's
I
too
was
bad.
looking, I kind of dove into the
It
reviews.
looked cool.
A lot of the reviews were just saying they've done it before. Like, they've done this exact, so what's the point? Others were just like, it's a travesty and absolutely horrible. I'm like, my God, this is like,
bummer.
and I thought the trailers looked good.
I did too.
The trailer. So obviously, give a freaking some award to whoever created the trailer, because the trailer is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man, this looks like a serious Exorcist film. Apparently, it is straight up garbage. Super disappointed.
That's
with
too
that.
bad.
The estimate on this is $26.9 million.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I went over.
I went over too.
Oops.
Because,
Oopsie.
I mean, it's Halloween time.
Yeah.
People want to go see a new horror film, and it's The Exorcist, so it's got the franchise name.
It's right. It's
I'm
one
just
of the most
hoping people
talked
do-
about horror films ever.
Oh, for sure. So I'm
So-
just hoping people don't look at the reviews before they go see it.
Yes.
Because if they do, this is definitely going to fall under. But we'll see, man. I'm going over because I think it's just the right time of year. And again, it's such an iconic franchise. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with The Exorcist Believer, brother.
Delightful, bro.
Yeah,
Simply delightful.
there you go. We brought the pain to this show. Made me feel a lot better. I was really bumming when I walked into this
I know,
studio.
you were.
But feeling good now, brother. Ready to take on the rest of the day.
See, my thing is I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, and you got a full
tired.
evening, which we haven't even discussed. What time is it? 'Cause I'm gonna have. Oh, we're good.
What?
You got to talk about the haunt a little bit. What's
Tonight,
going on?
tonight for the haunt, I will be playing a pirate
Arr!
on a pirate ship.
Nice. Are you
And
going
I-
to be driving me nuts?
And little do people know, but I use a whole lot of Pirates of the Caribbean talk. Yeah, a lot of my lines come from, and that is like a 5 hour, what do you call that when you're improv? So by the
Okay.
end of 5 hours, you are
done.
exhausted.
You're done. Yeah, I get it, dude. That's a lot of work, man.
Autumn will be a clown in the Carnival.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we're kind of doing different things this year, aside from each other. We're not
Gotcha.
doing things together.
Yeah.
She spread her wings, brother.
There you go.
Her
Yeah.
little bat wings.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to hitting that haunt, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun. We did, last week we had all the soccer games, and then the weather was good, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
around here this
Yeah.
time of year, it's like you don't
Right.
know how many good days you're gonna get left.
Yeah.
Even though this weekend, holy
Yes.
hell, it's supposed to be like 81
Right.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Welcome back, summer,
Yep.
bitch.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Oh, it's gonna
because
be hot as hell for
I'm
you
working
guys
inside
tomorrow.
barns. and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, it's gonna
And
be
it
hot.
is, man. It gets hot. You're either hot or you're
Or
cold.
freezing cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
My first night, when I did that Western thing, I was outside.
Gotcha.
So-
you get the breeze.
So
and-
it started breezing.
Yeah,
Let me tell
it's,
you.
it's going to be hot tomorrow,
Yeah.
man. Straight up hot. But we hit up the pumpkin patch last
Oh,
Saturday.
nice. We were talking about doing
Yeah,
it.
it was a cool one too, man. It was one we hadn't been to before. I'll have to get the name for you, but that was good times. And then we went over to the Spirit Store.
Yeah.
Finally did the Spirit Store. We did the one in Federal Way because you had mentioned what?
Oh.
The one in Federal Way was fantastic.
Where?
There was tons of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you said the one out here is not good.
Yeah. The one by used to be Authority.
Yeah, Sports
Sports
Authority.
Authority,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we didn't
Have
go
you-
to that
did you
one.
go to that
because-
one?
No, we went to the one in Federal Way.
Well, damn. I
And-
need to go to that
Oh,
one.
that one had like 10 or 12 of them.
Oh, wow.
And just scaring the living crap out of my kids, dude. Oh my God.
Susan
Especially-
doesn't. She gets all freaked out with those things. She
Really?
doesn't like.
Especially Cohen and Kyler, dude.
Yeah.
Quinn, she was like a little leery, but man, she's my horror girl. She was
Yeah.
like into it. Cohen would be like, "Don't step on that! Don't step on that!" And then I go to step on it, and he'd run to the next aisle. Like, dude, there is that one. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna describe it. She has like a broken, like
Oh, neck.
doll face,
Oh,
and with these long fingers,
yeah.
and her eyes are blue when you step it
Oh,
on it.
yeah, and her
then
eyes change.
Then she jumps out
Yeah.
at you, like her neck extends, and
Yeah.
holy balls,
Yeah.
that one's crazy.
See, they didn't have
dude.
that one operating in the store that we.
That one is straight up creepy.
Yeah. You see the one that her neck breaks?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
yeah,
kinda
that one was
creepy.
cool.
Yeah.
The leather face, I was super disappointed in.
Really? They didn't have that out.
It's cheesy, dude.
Yeah.
Like he looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because when they announced that, I'm like, I'm getting him. Because like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite film of all time. I'm like, there's no way I'm not getting this. And then
I've
I saw
actually
it.
heard a lot of people say he looked cheesy.
It's totally cheesy.
Huh.
And all he does is like he slowly lifts his chains, and the chainsaw moves, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
But then even the noise, he's just like. I'm like, what? This ain't no damn Leatherface.
Yeah.
But anyways, we did that. We went to Hobby Lobby because that's right next
Yes.
to it. They had some decent stuff, and then we
Fun.
went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a damn thing there.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if it was all gone. They had like 3, but they weren't any of the really cool
Oh,
ones.
that's too
I
bad.
really wanted.
Did
to
you go
see-
to ours?
I haven't been to ours.
Oh.
But you know, like
Well,
I
I'll
wanted
tell you
to see.
now most of the stuff is gone
It's
in ours
gone.
too.
I wanted to see the Jack Skellington in action.
He's
man.
cool.
Is he?
He's still. The last time I was in Home Depot here,
The one here, he still had it?
he's still there.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he's damn.
Is
cool.
he? Because
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like thinking that's the one, man.
he is neat.
Oh, that's
He's
cool.
from the neck up. He's
Yeah.
super animated.
That's cool,
He
dude.
moves, and just the way he moves is
Plus,
amazing.
he's got 2 different faces, right?
He
Like a
does,
mean
yes.
one and then
Mhm.
like a more normal
Right.
one.
And I have not seen the mean one. Every time I see it, it's got
Gotcha.
that smiling
Man.
one. Up.
Oh, because see, that one, because that's the other thing, like with how we do our decorations outside.
Yeah, yeah.
It has to fit the theme.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jack Skellington fits everything.
Absolutely.
Because he's the king of Halloween,
Yeah.
man.
Then put a freaking Santa hat on and use it
Right,
for Christmas.
100%,
Yeah.
right? So that was why I was like, man, did we just pull the trigger on Jack? But
Yeah,
they
you
didn't
should.
have him, so I
You
don't
should.
know.
You can always get him online too.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
truth. But it's so expensive. Jesus,
They
so
are
expensive.
very
They're like what?
expensive.
He's like $400.
Almost $400.
Yeah, geez. Oh, God. That's
Yeah.
pricey.
It's a lot of money.
Plus, with the wind we get up there, I'm really concerned that I'm going to come out and Jack's going to be all over the road.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Oh,
It's okay, brother.
On it. I know. All right, well, hey, there's our show.
Yeah, an hour and a half show, I might add.
Wow. Well, we made
Holy
up for
crap.
it. We made up for it. We didn't do a show last week. So.
Jesus, brother.
Yeah, holy hell.
Hour and a half. Who
That's
do we
it.
think we are? Squeeze?
Good stuff. Go to our website. It's www.dvdweeklypodcast.com. Links to places like our Facebook fan page where Over Under is played. Thanks to James LaRoe. Keep the score on it for us. Also, that email address is feedback@dvdweeklypodcast.com. And that phone number
406-426-1DVD.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're doing for Halloween.
Yeah, I want to hear who you're going to be.
Who you're going to be.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, that was the thing. That was the one thing we did at Spirit was got all the kids' costumes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Quinn's going to be this kind of scary witch.
Yeah?
She was all about. Kyler, he has been like every day we take him to daycare.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, I am so sorry I brought that up. My heart just went, dude. Cars. He wants to see Cars 2 or Cars 3. So he is Lightning McQueen. So he puts this thing over him that's like the car Lightning McQueen and then wears a hat. And then my favorite though is Cohen is Bowser from Nintendo, right? And it's such a cool costume, dude.
That's
so
cool.
Anyways, we tried to get them all to kind of do a theme and they just all wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got their costumes set there at the
Nice.
Spirit store, so there you go. But
I
yeah,
love
let
it.
us know what you're all up to.
Yeah. And just get into the Halloween mood.
That's right.
Halloween is every day.
It's the best, dude.
That's
Halloween
nice.
is so fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Have fun, y'all.
Yeehaw.
Sayonara.